Hi guys, welcome back to another video from me, Alison, at alisonmwood.com, and today I'm talking about how to generate some really good blog post ideas. Now, because I run a number of sites myself, I know how difficult it can be to know what to write about, in terms of what people are actually searching for, because let's be honest, you want to serve your audience because you want to get more traffic back to your site. So I've got 3 easy ways for you today to try out. So the first of all is Google. There is so much here at your fingertips to see what people are looking for. So we're going to use the same search term across all 3 of these sites, just to show you how the different information can be used in different ways. So we're going to start off with gluten free. Now, obviously, every site is going to be different in terms of what it gives you. Actually, I need to get to this page here. So you go to Google, you type in your phrase, and then it will take you to the results. So basically what you want is this drop down, because this is what people are asking. So if you want a very quick and easy way to find good topics, this is the first way to try. Now obviously it doesn't give you things like how many people are searching for keywords and stuff like that, but if you're not really into that, I think it does give you at least the topics that you know people are interested in, they're looking at. Now obviously you put in whatever your broad terms are for your type of business. I just kind of summoned this from the air. It's not really something I write about, so I just wanted to see what came up for it. So you can see as you start to type that in, different phrases that people type in are coming up. So gluten-free foods, gluten-free diet, is rice gluten-free, gluten-free diet plan. So you can answer these questions for people, because often when people are searching, they do type in questions or they do type in these part phrases. So it doesn't give you loads there, but it gives you some things to start thinking about. And you could also, expand that out. So like gluten-free recipes, and then you come up with lots of different ideas there. Gluten-free recipes for dinner, cake, book, Jamie Oliver. So obviously only some of them are going to be easy to put into a search term in terms of, putting that into the blog post title, but there are lots of ideas there. So that is one way to start generating some ideas to write about. Now the next one is called Ubersuggest. Now you've probably seen me talk about this before when I've shown you how to do keyword research. Now we don't necessarily have to do full-on keyword research with this, but again it's another way to come up with some good content. So I'm going to type in gluten-free, and on this one you can actually choose the location. So if you want to target a different location to you, like if I wanted to target the UK, I could change that there. Or if you're in France, Canada, wherever you are, you can change it. Now with Google, it's actually going to be your local search. So wherever you are based in the world, this for me is showing me, the UK search. Yours, if you're in the US, would be showing you the US search. So I'm going to leave this on United States. I'm going to press search, and you will now get a load of keywords. Now you can actually sign into this free. I've done this, and you can track your website with different keywords and how they're ranking. So there's a lot more to Ubersuggest, but I just want to show you some keyword ideas. So what it does is it comes down. Now gluten-free obviously is going to be a very highly searched keyword, and that's why we want to come up with some longer phrases, what's called longer tailed keywords. And again, you can see here the different things that people are searching for. Now just as a quick tip, if it's in the green, it's going to be easier to rank for than this. The lower the number, the easier it should be to rank for in search. But we're not going to talk about that too much today. What I'm showing you here is that it comes up with lots of different keyword ideas. Let's just click on View All Keyword Ideas. and you know, you can just scroll down, see what's coming up. Gluten-free pizza, these could be recipes. But the other thing that Ubersuggest does, so obviously go through, if you want to save any of these, you can just click on them, and then you can actually export them to a CSV file, like an Excel file. So that can be handy if you see a lot that you want to save and use for later. The other thing that's great with Ubersuggest is it gives you questions. So these are questions that people are actually looking for, and it means that you can use these as your blog post titles. So, are gluten-free oats healthy? Who's gluten-free? I suppose that could be like celebrities. Obviously you have to look through, because not all of them are going to be good questions in terms of the grammar of them, or even how it's possible to answer them. So you will have to look through. But for example here, which gluten-free flour is best? You might want to review some different gluten-free flours if this is your area of expertise, obviously, and you're going to have typed in whatever your keyword is. So you could review some, you could link through to those products on Amazon or your local store, or it doesn't have to be an affiliate, it could just be your recommending ones, and that's a blog post. So you can see that when you get these things, you might not have even thought of these topics, but it immediately starts getting your brain thinking and whirring. And what I would do is I just go through, click on them, export them, or you can even just copy them to your clipboard, and then you could paste them into a text file. So if you don't want to go as fancy as a spreadsheet, just do that and then copy them into whatever you use as your text, Notepad or Word or whatever you want to, or even into an email, so you can email it to yourself to come back to. So there's lots of different ways there of coming up with good blog post ideas. And then lastly is this one called answerthepublic.com. I will leave links to all three of these below the video. All you do here, I've actually, this is a free version, and you can go pro if you want to, but to be honest, I think you'll be fine just going free. Now, I've actually hit my limit for the day, so I can't show you this, but all you do is you type the phrase in, gluten-free, again, you click get questions, and it opens up all the questions that people are asking around this topic. Now, the first way it comes up is like a visual representation, like a graph, and then you can just switch across to a list of the questions. So again, you can only change the region if you're pro. So this, for example, would come up with all the UK ones for me, and it would come up for your local destination as well. And language, if you wanted a different language than English, you can select that there. So that's 3 super good ways to start generating some blog post ideas. Remember, we want to blog because it's fresh content going out on our site, and also all these keywords, all these questions that you're coming up with and you're putting out there are helping people to find your site and come back and look at what you've got on offer. So remember, you've got Answer the Public, you've got Ubersuggest, and you've got good old Google. Hope that's been helpful, guys, and I'll see you soon.